Hello. So in this video, we're going to work through a complex analysis exam from the University of Hertfordshire. Um, so a, a bit of background, why am I doing this? So I am a maths tutor and I am tutoring a student from the University of Hertfordshire at the moment. I'm tutoring them complex analysis. Yeah, so that's why I kind of chose this exam. Uh, but generally, I'm just interested in making these kinds of videos. I'll probably do various topics, university topics, maybe A level. Uh, yeah, so I haven't prepared for this exam exactly. I mean, as I said, I'm tutoring a student complex analysis, so you know, I've kind of got those concepts a little bit fresh. I mean, I've tutored it quite a few times before. It was one of my favorite subjects in university, and a lot of people find it very challenging because it's analysis, so it's very rigorous, proof-based, um, and it's complex numbers, which some people find hard to swallow at first. So yeah, but at the same time, the theory is so nice, and uh, at the end of the day, you know, uh, calculating things becomes quite straightforward. I mean, I think actually it's quite a computational um, module. It can be quite theoretical, it can be quite proofy, but it can also be quite computational, as we'll see. So yeah, again, I haven't really prepared for it. I don't have any notes or help because there's no point. I mean, the point is to show you how I think, how I work through things. Uh, Also to show you a good example. You should essentially never do math with like a cheat sheet next to you, right? That's a terrible idea because once the cheat sheet is gone, your confidence is gone, your memory is you know not prepared, and yeah, and everything's bad. So I might make some mistakes. No one's perfect. I will make some mistakes. And that's fine. You shouldn't be afraid of making mistakes, right? Um, you should try and catch them. You should try and correct your mistakes. If you get a definition wrong, if you forget an assumption in the definition or an assumption in the theorem, you should check as you're revising, as you're working. You should check against a reference. But you know, later after having done the exercise, of course, if you're so new to it that you have no idea, you don't remember at all what the definition means, then you should consult it, write it down, right, and then proceed with the exercise. So I'll try and write down the definitions and theorems as precisely and explicitly as possible as I do the exercises. So hopefully it'll be as clear as possible, and it helps me as well. It's a good problem-solving technique to simply write down the definitions of the terms that you're seeing in the question, the precise statements of the theorems that you're going to use, etc. Yeah. Um, what else do I want to say? Not much. It's a 3-hour exam. Uh, there's two sections in this exam. One section A, which is kind of a bit more basic. We're going to answer all questions. Section B, there are 4 questions, and only the best 3 will count towards your mark. I mean, we'll do everything. We'll try and do everything. And hopefully I'll do it within the 3 hours. I hope so. 3 hours is quite a long time. Um, so yeah, and then otherwise I have a little Casio calculator, something you'd use in secondary school. That's all you need, if that even. Maybe you can do everything by hand. Okay, let's get started.